So we are discussing about the web services. On the part of web services, now we are supposed to discuss on a recycler view. That is data which is coming from the server side. So that we are supposed to discuss, right? For that, now let I open our project. So this is our project. In this now, in the my dashboard page, so we will load that recycler view data. So for to load that recycler data, first in a UI. Now let I create an recycler view. So here I'm creating a recycler view. Just a minute, it is loading. That's why it is not coming. So this is the recycler view. Match parent. So wrap content. So here we'll give an ID that is REC recycler view. Then for this, I'm giving an sub margin. So that is 10 dp. Done. So now for this here we supposed to write. But for the recycler view, now first we have to check an API. So let me open the Postman here. So on the Postman already we have an API. So that API data we will see what the details we are getting. So that we can able to see here now first. So my workspace. So here, new activity. So this is the get data. So as of now, whatever we discussed, those all are the post. So now this is the get. So in this get method, how we need to get circles here. Now I'm clicking this. So this is the data here we are getting. Here ID, email, first name, last name, and image. So these all we will show in a recycler view. Right. For that here first we will write recycler view means before recycler view here now we have to write the data for recycler for the retrofit code because we have to get the data from server then only we can do this. So directly here retrofit because we are not sending data, it is the get request. So directly we can write that where retrofit. So that is equal to so retrofit dot builder. So retrofit dot builder. So we are building a retrofit request. So after that, base URL. Then after that, here it is the add convert refactory. So in this JSON convert refactory dot create. So finally dot build. So this is our regular thing. Like here from here now we will take this base URL. So this is this now here. I'm taking the base URL. Done. Right. After this now here we already created one interface, right? So that interface I'm calling here. So sample interface equal to with reference of the retrofit. So the retrofit dot create. So within this, now I'm calling that sample interface colon class dot Java. Right now we have to write in a sample interface that get method like here. This is the method we have write and write. So here similar. I'll copy this space here. So this is the request type. Previously it was post. Now it is get. And here this I will change as a load data. Okay, I changed as a load data. Now within this, we are not sending any object. Directly, we are sending only one URL. So wait. So for this now, base URL, after the base URL, this is the one user start, user sets page 2. This is the next extension of the URL. Right. From here, this is the not login response. So here we will change as a list response. Right, we are getting list data, list response. So now with this name, I'll create one new Java. So Java class. I have created new Java class. Right. It is created here. Right. Now, within this now, copy this response. So this we have to generate a pojo here. So for that generate a pojo here, JSON schema to org. So here now, JSON to JSON. So here click on preview. So copy this. So entire this here, but here 3 classes. See datum, one class is created datum. Other class example. Normally where we did that time example class is created, but here total 3 classes. One is a support based on the data. In case whenever the array data will be there, it will create more than one. So for that, so just I have pasted here. Right. I'll start from the last. So last there is a separate class that is a support. So for the support also we have to create. Means here we have to create a multiple pojos. So multiple pojo classes. So I have created support. So whatever the code is there in a support, so that we can copy and paste in this. So from here now. So I'll cut from here and this what it is not required. But I delete this now here. Support in a support. I'll paste this. So then expose import and these two we can import. Realize name both I have imported here. Done. So this is clear. Then back to here. Now here another class on the top that is there datum. But we cannot create on the name of datum because the datum will be common for every array. Like in the same program, if I want to create one more array, again it will create on the same array name. So that's the reason what I'll do here is now I'll create one more that is a list inside data. So I'll create one thing that is a list inside data. So now from here, so done. So cut that code and I pasted in within this. Even here also we can add this both done. Right now in this, now this extra we will remove. So auto generated this we will remove. This also it's not required. So these two we will add on the top. Done. Right. So this generated is this is not required. Done. Now here, so where the data is there, that name you have to replace. So that class we created as a list inside data, right? So that list inside data we have to create, and here we have to import this list. So list inside data. Here, 3 places I have replaced. Done. So the pojo generation is done. Now back to this. So here in a my dashboard, like this is created here now. So here no need of conversion of that JSON object to JSON object that. So here var directly write the var. So what we have to create here list rest call. I'll create one list rest call. So that is with reference of the sample interface dot. So we created there, that is the load data. So now last step, that is the list rest call dot. For this, we have to create an enq method. So that enq method here, object colon. So that is a retrofit2 dot, retrofit2 dot, retrofit2 here, retrofit2 dot callback. So within this callback here now, we have to write whatever we created base class, that is a list response, right? So with reference of the list response, this class will create, so list response, right? Here I have created. Now it has two methods, right? One is the on response, and next is the on failure, right? On failure. So both I have done. Now, as usually here, I'll write that simple toast dot make text. This at the rate my dashboard here. I'll write 3, whatever the error it will come. So that error I want to close here. So then close to the length long dot. So here now I'll write. So here now I write here this recycler view code. But before writing the recycler view code, first here we have to check here. So what is the data here we are getting? So that will copy this. And here we will observe that in a JSON viewer, in JSON format or JSON viewer, something. So what is the data here we are getting? Based on what condition we have to write this data, we have to check this. So this is a JSON formatter, something here. So I have pasted that load data. So JSON viewer here. See, now this is the data we are getting. But here on top, we are getting the total count. So whenever this total count is 0, this data could not be available. So based on this total count, we have to write it. So for that here now, where res. So where res equal to, so that is the response from the above response. So response dot body dot total. So this total. So based on this total, now I'm writing. So here now I'm writing that if res greater than 0. If it is, this is the greater than 0, I have to add the condition. Like for this, it is expecting something. So add null assertion, right? So if it is greater than 0, then it will come. Now, here we have to write the recycler. So how we have to write the recycler view? So for that here, we required linear layout manager. So linear layout manager equal to, so linear layout manager. So here, this at the rate dashboard. From here now, linear layout manager dot vertical, and last is the false. So reverse layout I'm giving as the false. Done. Then this we need to map with the binding dot rec dot layout manager. So set layout manager. So we are setting this layout manager for this. So that is the equal to linear layout manager. Next here, we have to create one custom adapter where custom adapter. I'm creating where custom adapter equal to custom adapter of context this at the rate my dashboard. Then in this now directly I want to pass the data that is res dot res means response dot body dot body dot. So directly I'm writing this. So not body, response dot. So body dot. So this is the one, this data. So data in the data, we are getting completely this, right? So that as that is dot as list. Wait, this is we are sending as list. So that is list inside data. So that is the list we are sending, whatever the list Pojo class we created, right? So that we are sending here list inside data. This we are sending, right? Then here now we have to map that with this. So that is a binding dot. Binding dot rec dot for recycler view. So we are setting that adapter. So adapter equal to custom adapter. Done. So now with this name, we have to create one separate class. So we are creating one separate class. Like last time also we did the same, like a basic recycler view, we did the same, right? So that same I'm creating here now. So creating here this. Right. So I'm creating this class creating. What happened? Yeah, it is created. It is written. So it is. Now see, this will be created on data along with the constructor. It is created. Like as you know that here now, from here what we will do. Normally we will add this name here. So instead of recycler view, we will add this name, and this we will change as a my view folder. So that I added here, right? Then now we have to import this recycler view. So once we import this recycler view, then from here now, first we have to create this. Let me will create this class. So within this here now we created one class. Then we have to create implement methods for this. So 3 methods we have implemented for this. So the methods will be implemented here. So now once this is created here, now for this we have to give some item view that is column view. So that is a view we have to create for this. So that can be extended. So this view we have to import. So this can be extended as my view folder of, sorry, this can be extended as view folder. So within this now we have to pass that item view. We have to pass. Done. Now we need to localize this data. So to localize this data here, only two objects. Like one is the list inside data, that is a list, and other is the whatever other that is a dashboard, right? Context. Context means here where context that is ADP, where ADP context colon. So that I'm declaring as a context. Right. Next, that is the context we have created. Right. After that, the list we have to create that list. This is not required. Right. Next, where ADP data. So I'll create ADP data. That is ADP data in the form of list. So I'll create list. So inside this list, inside data, we are passing here, right? So we need to localize that init method we have created here. So that is ADP data equal to, so list inside data that I'm passing. Then ADP context equal to, that is the my dash, right? So this is done. Now here we have to find out the count, that is return ADP data dot size. So we have to get the size done. Then now here we have to create a var view. We have to create a view with the reference of the layout, that is the layout inflator. So I'm using the layout inflator dot from parent context parent dot. So here inflate. So that is the r dot layout dot. So here I'm creating one custom XML, comma. So from here that the root. So whatever the root we are creating, above that I'm giving the root. Then the root means here, sorry, we have to create a view group. For the view group here, it is the parent. So the above parent here, I'm passing that view group. The next here reverse layout is not possible. Just I give in this place. Here parent dot context, parent context, parent dot context, right? Then here return, it will return to my view folder. Return my view folder. So the above class we are declaring that my view folder. So in this now I'm passing that particular. So this is created. Then next here, now we need to create a name of custom here. So with this name, I'll create one XML. So that XML will be created here now. So create layout source. So that will be loaded in our resources here. Layout, see here, the custom XML has created here. Right now within this, now you have to design, like how we have to design that, you have to design here. So total there we have 4 text views and 1 image, right? So both those we will align properly here. So for that I'm taking linear layout. So this I'll take as wrap content, height as a wrap content. Then orientation, vertical. Then here now I'll take one third view, match parent, wrap content, some margin, 5 dp. Then I'll create. So within this now, again I'm taking one linear layout, match parent, wrap content, orientation, orientation horizontal. So within this now here, first I'll take one image view. So whatever the image that I want to display, wrap content, ID for that. ID. So that is ADB IMG, ADB image. So for this, we will give some margin ID. Right. So then here now, again, I'll take this linear layout, one more linear layout. Match parent, wrap content, orientation has horizontal, sorry, not horizontal, vertical. So we will give this as vertical. Right. Now within this now, we'll create some text view. The text view. Match parent, wrap content, ID, that is ADB name, and I'll give some margin like 2 dB. Small margin is enough. Right, like this, I need 3 more text views. So this is the email. This is the ADP ID, ADP last name. This is last name, this is first name. Okay, let it. So now this is the UI as ready. Now for this, need to assign the data and image. So that we will discuss on next session because 7:45 I have one client. So that things will continue tomorrow.